Howdy everyone, Nimby here. Beautiful day today. So I got two cool things to tell you guys about. And the first one is I got a really cool beaver for $20. That's a beaver skin hat. The original RCMP beaver skin hat. I've been looking for one of those forever, and I found one in a local thrift store for 20 bucks. And it's in excellent shape, and it's a really nice pelt. So super stoked about that. Gonna totally rock that this winter when the temperatures get colder. Can't wear it while I'm riding, but I can definitely rock it when I'm getting off the bike. So super happy about that. Number two would be the legalization of marijuana or pot in British Columbia tomorrow. I'm not a big proponent one way or the other. I honestly really don't care. If people want it, they've already got it. So it's nothing hugely new. I do have three concerns, however, that I'm going to try and educate myself on. I'm not going to spout off all the legal jargon on all the new rules that are coming out, because honestly, until they're out tomorrow, no one's really sure what exactly is going to happen. They could always change things or modify or amend them at the last minute. So I'm not going to get into all that until it actually comes to pass. The three concerns that I have, though, is they only have about a little bit under 900 RCMP that are trained currently to deal with impaired driving when it comes to drug use impaired driving. And that might sound like a lot, but we're talking about a whole country, and I guarantee that almost all of those RCMP officers are going to be in the larger centers. So we're probably not going to want to see one, or we're probably not going to see one here in my little city for a while. There's thinking that they're going to need over 2,000 to be able to police it correctly once things get going. So that's less than half, and that's not good, because I'm more concerned about people driving while intoxicated in any form. And once it goes legal, I'm sure a lot of people are going to not use their best judgment and do that sort of thing. And being a rider on the road, that concerns me. I have more issues with impaired drivers and animals than I do with pretty much anything else. Because you can't predict what they're going to do, and that's a scary thing. If they're not even close, being like having less than half the officers they need, that's not being ready. Plus, a lot of people just seem to be ill-informed. There wasn't a lot of information. Most of the information we got, and that's semi-understandable, most of the information we got on the subject was in the last maybe week or two from when it became legal. They really could have done a better campaign to educate citizens. Anyway, that's my biggest concern, my first concern. My second concern would be that, and again, this is kind of up in the air until things actually happen tomorrow, but it looks like you're going to get less of a fine if you're doing an illegal activity while vaping in a public space or area where it's prohibited. So right now that's like schoolyards, public spaces, next to a vent or a doorway within a certain distance. Now, I realize they have to make those areas ticketable or illegal to smoke of any sort in. However, why would you get less of a fine? And it's not just a little bit less. Like, we're talking right now, it's $58 compared to the fine that they're posting for regular smoking, whether you're in a pipe or what have you, of about $285. So several 100% difference. Like, you don't get that with almost any other fine. I'm not sure if the vape lobbied to have that lowered. I don't really understand the rationale behind being fined less because you're doing a vape, or I just can't wrap my head around that. Obviously I have to educate myself a bit more on the subject, but that makes no sense to me. It's like getting a speeding ticket while you're on a bike and having it less of a fine than if you're driving a semi, because you have less chance of causing damage. I mean, I don't I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me why they did that, but that's the way it's currently sitting. Concern number 3, and this is a big one and kind of hits home literally for me, is they only have one legal store, as far as I'm aware at this time, which is several hours from when it becomes legal, that is open for the public to gain marijuana legally from a government store, and that is in my city. In the whole province of British Columbia, there is one store. That's millions of people, I think, in BC total. Like, it blows my mind that it isn't down in the Lower Mainland or Vancouver or somewhere where it's more central. I have no idea why it's here, but here it is. So we're gonna have like, that store is just gonna get swamped. People will definitely drive here, I would imagine, from local cities and from elsewhere to get it. So I'm not sure how they're gonna manage that kind of flow. They're probably going to be completely sold out within the first day, I would imagine. There's no way they're going to keep up with that kind of stock needs, being the only place open in the whole province. Obviously, places are going to open as things change and things start rolling out. But that might be a couple weeks, who knows. They also seem to be making it really hard for private industry to get in on this, and it was like seemed like a huge cash cow to most people. But the amount of taxes and levies and loopholes and legalities and fines and stuff that you have to jump through to be a private seller of this stuff, like have your own store and sell it privately, and not be government issued. So it's basically the same difference between a regular liquor store and a government run liquor store here in British Columbia. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just huge. And again, we'll wait and see until it actually becomes legal what things they are going to actually impose. But to me, it looks like it's going to be really hard for them to just basically stay open and make enough profit just to cut even, let alone make ridiculous profit. It might have been because of the ridiculous amount of hype. Either way, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I hope you guys are enjoying this beautiful day as much as I am. Good luck, everyone. Have a good day.